Hey guys, if you're planning to buy an iPad and you're wondering how much storage do you need to stretch your limits to buy a higher storage option, or can you manage with the minimum storage? In this video, I'll tell you how much storage I need when I use my iPad as a student, as a doctor, and as a YouTuber. My name is Chisel, you're watching The Tech Doctor. Let's begin. So if you go to the Apple Store and see what all options do we have to buy the iPad. iPad mini is available in 64GB and 256GB variants. The basic iPad is available for 32GB and 128GB. iPad Air is available in 64GB and 256GB. iPad Pro, which now starts at 128GB and goes up to 1TB. So let me tell you that I have the 64GB iPad Pro model currently. I bought this in 2019. At that time, iPad Air was not as good as the iPad Pro, and I had to stretch my limit to buy the iPad Pro. So I went with the basic 64GB model. Now the iPad Pro is available at 128GB, which is great. But if you ask me, with the same budget, if I have to buy the iPad today in 2020, which model will I choose? Today I'll go for the iPad Air 256GB variant, because the iPad Air is now as good as the iPad Pro, and now I feel the need for more storage since I'm making YouTube videos as well. If you want to know how I use my iPad and which all apps do I have, click on the video link that should be appearing here right now. Now let's jump to the storage menu on my iPad and see how much storage I'm using. See, currently I'm using 29.9GB of the 64GB available. Out of this, some of it is cached. It is shown in other 4GB. This keeps changing as per requirement. I'm not using this storage, but iPad is using it for a cache, etc. The app that is using the maximum storage for me is Flexel. It is using 4.97. This is actually mainly due to the PDF files and books that I have. I have a huge book here, plastic surgery book. This has 6 volumes. So each volume is around 300 to 400 MBs. So this is the book which is occupying the maximum space here, and some other books. Then I have the iCloud drive. Actually, it's an iCloud drive, so it should occupy space on iCloud, right? But whatever I am downloading from the iCloud is being stored on this iPad. I can delete it. It will be there in the iCloud storage as well. But currently, since I have downloaded it to my iPad, it is occupying some 3.38GB. Then there is GoodNotes 5, which is occupying 2.75GB. This is the main app I use on my iPad. So you can see here that I have multiple plastic surgery notes here. Then I have multiple plastic surgery books. These are occupying space. Then I have 2 general surgery books. Then I have made certain general surgery notes as well. These are also large files. So these are the books and notes which are occupying the space on GoodNotes 5 currently. Let's get back to storage. Then after GoodNotes 5, there is GarageBand. This app, basically, I have uploaded everything to cloud, but the app itself is 1.5GB. Then Keynote, again, the documents are stored in cloud, but the app itself is 457 MB. Then Pages similarly. Then Lightroom, some of the photos that I have downloaded on Lightroom are taking up 141 MB. Then Gmail, mostly it's the app size. Safari, most of the documents and data that I have downloaded from Safari is taking the space here. Google Photos, the app size is 160 MB and documents and data is 107 MB for me. Then the Word app, then Google app, YouTube app, Lumafusion. See, Lumafusion here currently is taking only 237 MB, right? But when I make a video like this one, after shooting, when I'll be uploading to Lumafusion, it will take a lot of space. This video will be around 10 MB in size. So while editing this, the space that Lumafusion is taking will go up significantly. Then Canva, Drive, then some other apps which are taking around 100 to 150 MBs. So with all these apps, I'm currently using half of the storage that is available on my iPad. So for reading, making notes, and general entertainment purpose, 64GB is more than enough. The problem arises when I start editing videos on my iPad. Lumafusion, I have to save another file on my iPad, the master file, then the Lumafusion project file, and then I have to export it as well. So all this takes around 25 to 30GB of space, and that is when I have to offload some of my apps to make space. So I'm hoping that this channel gets monetized very soon and I'll be able to upgrade to a higher storage option. So hit that subscribe button so I can make higher quality videos. So let's conclude. If you're using your iPad for studying, 64GB is sufficient, but you struggle with 32GB. If you're buying your iPad only for consuming online media, then 32GB is also sufficient. But if you want to store large media files and do video editing on your iPad, 128GB is the minimum requirement, or even higher. If you're confused with the iPad Air and the iPad Pro, then I would suggest you go with the higher storage variant of iPad Air, since iPad Air 2020 model is almost as good as the iPad Pro. That's it for this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you very soon in another similar video. You're watching The Tech Doctor. Namaste.